Well, look who I found. This little internet sensation up here, Freddie. Can I have a high five, Freddie? And Lucy Bronze's brother, George. We've seen lots of pictures of you all over the last few weeks. I said to you a few moments ago, how are you feeling? And you said...
Nauseated. I think that's the best way I can describe watching your sister reach the peak of her career. Is just all the emotions going through all at the same time. Lucy, on the other hand, will be cold as ice, right? This is her day job. She's been at these types of games before, so we're the ones that sit like a nervous wreck on the sideline, not her.
And you said that you haven't spoken to her. She doesn't like any contact, does she, before these big games?
No, so we saw her, we tend to see her after the games, and like our job here is to kind of take her mind off the football, play with the kids. There was a great day last week when we had soft koala bears and all the players were chucking them at Freddie while he ran through, and it's just our job to take their minds off the football a little bit. But once it's kind of after the family time, it's business. So Lucy's just in her space, getting ready for the match.
And we saw you, Freddie. You were in the manager's seat, weren't you, after the semi-final win?
Yeah, Freddie's fancying himself as a bit of a vegan, maybe. We'll see. We'll see where the career goes.
Oh, it's amazing. The whole Bronze family here. Mum's over there. She doesn't want to be filmed, but your mum has played a huge part in Lucy's career. Take us back to her growing up, those 90-minute journeys, you know, all that time spent, all the sacrifices as a family you've made along the way to get here today.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy and I just played together on the street outside, and it was probably about around the age of 11, 12 where it became pretty clear that Lucy was special. But that coincided with Lucy not being able to continue with her boys' team. We lived in rural Northumberland, and the nearest girls' team was a long way away. Now, my mother's no footballer, but she's hard-headed, so she got it in her head that, well, I'm going to drive my daughter 60 miles 3 times a week, let her play football. And, you know, this career that Lucy's had at the end of it was never really meant to happen. That was just sheer love of the game and wanting to play. So we feel very grateful that she's had the career, but Lucy's also really conscious of her role of driving women's football forward now.
You want to get down, Freddie, and we'll carry on talking. You can go and see Grandma. Mum's over there as well. And I guess as a family, last year you were hugely proud at the Euros. Can you quite believe that 13 months on, she could become part of a team that is the best in the world?
I think the honest answer is yes. Lucy's a winner. She's always been a winner, and you know, she's arguably one of England's most decorated footballers of all time already, and I think this would be the absolute pinnacle for her. But I think I was watching an interview with Izzy Christensen the other day, and Izzy said it really well. Having Lucy on your side means that you are more likely to win because she's just so driven. I will take a little bit of credit for that. You know.
All those games in the garden.
Exactly. Lucy never beat me at Mario Kart unless you really beat me at Mario Kart. So, you know, I'd like to think there's a little bit of George influence in there.
She has, as you mentioned, won everything there is to win in the game. I mean, she's going for the football clean sweep tonight. That is quite something, isn't it?
Well, on a personal level, it means that I can add to my shirt collection. So I get Lucy's match-worn final shirt whenever she wins a trophy. So I'm missing an Olympics. So next year would be quite nice from a Team GB perspective. But the one that I might end up framing rather than just leaving hanging in the wardrobe is the World Cup final one. So really, really hope she can win it all tonight.
Yeah, you obviously have spent a bit of time with her over the last few weeks. And what's the sense she's given you about the togetherness of the side? Because it's not been easy for this team. You know, there's the captain that won the Euros isn't here. Beth Mee, we just heard from her, not here. No Jill Scott, no Ellen White. And somehow that grit and resilience, which I guess your sister typifies, has got this England side through.
I think that's the hallmark of a great side is not how you win, but that you just continue to win. And this team, you know, they've had some injuries, they've had players drop out, but it's a massive squad now, and the talent within the English pool is so huge. But I think one of the things that makes them special is their resilience. You know, none of the games out here have been easy. It's a World Cup where the women's game has really come along, but England have shown that they've got a steel to them, and I think Lucy's a big part of that.
Is she going to score tonight? Because we've not had one of those amazing headers or one of those long-range efforts yet, have we?
Well, 2015 she knocked out Canada, who were the hosts at the time, so I was fully expecting a bronze banger a few nights ago.
Bronze banger? Is that the official term for it?
That would have been quite nice against Australia, but hopefully she saved it up for tonight. She does owe us a goal in a tournament, so if she can get it tonight, brilliant, but realistically, we just need the win.
Dare I ask for a score prediction? I mean, clearly it's going to be an England win, but do you think they're going to put us through it?
Oh God, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, Lucy plays with a lot of those Spanish girls out in Barcelona all the time. So, you know, they're a brilliant side, a really technical side. But I think the togetherness of the England girls, I got 2-0.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. There's a little bit of carnage going on amongst the bronze family. Children everywhere. Go on, she can come in. Go on. Come on then. Can you give me a high five? There we go. You've got your England shirt on. You say, come on, Auntie Lucy. Yeah, come on, Auntie Lucy.
You say Auntie Lucy?
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you the best. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Mum, for driving Lucy. Come and have a quick chat, because this is Mum. This is Mum who drove Lucy 90 minutes to training, because there was no girls' teams for her to. Well. Yeah, no girls' teams. So
and actually, shout out to Lucy Staddyforth and her family, because we shared it.
Yeah, I mean, just can you begin to tell us how proud you are right now?
No, it's become the norm though, because that's what we want. We want the girls to just play, and it was just such a change. And it's so great that in Alnwick now they've got like 15 girls teams, and every girl of every age doesn't have to go and look for a team. It's just there. That's the whole point of it, really, isn't it?
Lucy doesn't really give much emotion away, but when she made it through to the final, she did seem choked, because she has achieved absolutely everything in the game.
But it's always been about winning with England.
And it's been about winning a World Cup. That's the one missing thing. Have you got any idea how she might be feeling?
I think she'll just treat this as another game, and she's very good at compartmentalising things, and that's why she doesn't give much away. And it's also the thing that she's always said about when you play a game, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody plays a perfect 90 minutes. It's about letting it go, on with it. What happens next? And that's what happened in the Australia game. You know, that nobody's saying it was perfect. Mistakes are made. It's tournament football. It's going to happen, but you just have to pull yourself together and get on with it.
Sounds like she was given a good grounding by George growing up.
Oh yeah.
What was it like in your house?
Well, the little one, when Sophie, the youngest, she's sort of quite a lot younger, they used to like to keep her in a place on the Wii. She wasn't allowed to be on the high scoring board, even though she was 6 years younger, because, yeah.
You seem so calm to me. Your daughter's about to play in a World Cup final.
But they know what they're doing, and they're prepared, and they're organised, and they're all together. It's a tight-knit unit, and then they're playing for each other as well.
Any idea how you might feel if she goes and achieves a World Cup?
Don't even want to think about it. I can't think that far. Can't think that far. But amazing, and it's for everybody else. I saw some clips of ex-players who've recently retired, you know, like Ellen White and Farrell Williams and Rachel Brown and Jill. I mean, Jill's so great when she's here, but they're all here, and it's so exciting. And actually, one of Lucy's original coaches, Lindsay Robinson, she's turned up. She's come from New Zealand because she works with referees in New Zealand now. So they're all here and getting to take part in it as well, and that's great too.
Well, I think most of the English public would like to thank you and your other half for doing that driving all those years ago.
And George for making her relentless.
Yeah, and George for making her relentless. I wish you the absolutely amazing evening, and I hope Lucy gets her very, very happy World Cup ending and her clean sweep. Thank you very much.